Bajaj Street Tunes.
It is a beautiful Thursday and it's time to know what's happening in the country. Now, coming up in the news, it has been proven beyond reasonable doubt that fathers cannot look after children. Now, especially if they are stepfathers.
Who said that?
Because there's one who has, allegedly been arrested after a 3-year-old.
Yeah. Died in his care, yeah.
Fathers can't take care of children.
Fathers can't take care of children. I've seen very many taking care.
They can't. They can pay for stuff for children, but...
So you mean stepfathers or real fathers? Because it's almost the same thing, yeah.
So was the child murdered or it was negligence?
The child was murdered, but we do not know who exactly murdered the child because the body was found in an incomplete building.
Registration for this year's examination ends tomorrow, says your neighbor, and there's a councillor that's been arrested for attempting to assault a minister. Minister Now this is another one.
People are tired.
I'm joined by PAMELA, ISAMAT. We are live on our YouTube Galaxy/TV. That's the page you're looking for. Next to it's Galaxy FM UG on Instagram and Twitter, and 100.2 Galaxy FM. Let's start with Abasomesa, the strike. UNATU has reacted.
Yeah, UNATU has reacted. Actually, there was a meeting that was held between UNATU and the Vice President yesterday. There's another meeting that's supposed to happen tomorrow with the public service. But during the meeting, according to Philbert Baguma, who is the Secretary General for UNATU, he says that during the meeting, the Vice President promised that they will not sack any teachers. One. Then two, she was also not happy with the language being used against teachers after UNATU officials explained to her and told her that if you want us to work with you, you shouldn't be threatening us, but work together with us. That was during the meeting. So after the meeting, Philbert Baguma gave some remarks on how the meeting went, and he also responded to the First Lady's comments, Minister for Education, who said yesterday teachers are betrayed the government, they are betrayed the Uganda, they are betrayed by refusing to go to school, yet we paid them during the lockdown. So Baguma responded.
You see, all government employees earned during the lockdown. And therefore, it is not fair. Actually, it is an insult. Because the teachers did not bring COVID-19. COVID-19 came, teachers were forced out because the schools had to close. And therefore, for you to claim that the teachers continued being paid when they were not working, that does not hold any water. You would accuse them if the schools were open and they were not going to work.
Look, listen, ministries have problems, eh?
Yeah.
But the ones for the Ministry of Education are... like, I don't know. After this, after this.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Something has to be done.
No, I think something is being done. The fact that we are having the government soften up and start negotiations afresh.
Yes.
I think that's a step in the good direction. And you've heard him saying, like I told you, teachers are not going to be psychologically in the right place if they go to schools and their colleagues are earning 5 times more than them.
The Ugandan National Examination Board, on the other side, doesn't care what's happening in the country. They are registering for this year's exams. Do you know how many students are not going to register?
What are you saying doesn't care what's happening in the country? What's happening in the country is kids are going to school. Kids are going to private schools.
Are they?
Hey, it is public schools that are being affected. But
and
still,
they students
there are children who are going to school.
I understand that, but and the students that are going to public schools, students of this country.
That is the absurd part.
Now
that
look,
is the sad thing. But
Kaminzani take a balance is because they're going to register those ones in private. In government, who are they going to register? They're not there. Some of them, we've seen videos of students being threatened by teachers that, hey, don't come back.
Yeah.
You remember that video? You saw it. It was from Iganga.
Yes.
And it's one of the many that we saw. So imagine.
And you know, sadly, some of these kids are in candidate classes. Most of them, actually. Yeah. But much as that is going on, UNEP has to continue with its official program. Hey, it has to continue with its official program.
What is the Ministry of Education saying about this? Because there's many students that are not going to be accounted for.
What do you mean accounted for?
Tebagenda registering. By the time they come back, because if
No,
you name,
registration has
if according
been-
to the Uganda National Examination Board, if
Yeah.
the registration ends today, we know the quagmire that is happening in these schools.
Yeah.
Are they going to set us a separate registration for these public schools? Banakola batya. Imagine your child in senior 4, senior 6.
From today, they are not going to register. Actually, it is a clear message from the Secretary General for UNEB.
UNEB, yeah.
He's saying we are not going to register any other students effective today. Going henceforth, there is no more registration. It has been closed. Exams are supposed to happen between October 14th to November 16th. That is for S4, UCE. And then November 7th to 9th, that is PLE.
Kati abana baffe.
And then 18th to December 9th, that is for HSU, UACE.
Abana baffe batagenda kusobola kwewandiikisa bagenda kuddamu baddemu after even sitting at home for 2 years.
Yeah.
They're gonna,
And funny
they're gonna
thing
have
is-
another wasted year.
Funny thing is, okay, maybe there are some of those who have already registered because registration did not just start for it to end now. It started way back, and some kids have already registered. But then again, they are not studying, and the way that the exams they are setting are based on the abridged curriculum.
Okay.
So schools that have not caught up, those that have not received textbooks that are required to guide the teachers in teaching, are all going to sit for this same examination. So we do not know. It's going to be a quagmire.
Exactly.
Yeah?
Wetwagala
Confusion
okuwuliriza
now.
wennyini gw'omuzinya atuwuliriza essaawa zino olowooza what can be done to solve this mess in the education sector right now. The private schools are running smoothly. Public schools, teachers are not there. Uganda National Examination Board egamba okwewandiikisa kukoma olunaku olwaleero. Abaana bateewandikisiza bangi, abatasobodde bangi,
Yeah.
ate nga bali mu masomero nga tebasoma, especially for the public schools. Drop your comment on 0707102102. You can send me an audio. Away from that, Byanyima says that the government should explain why her partner is in prison.
Yeah, Winnie Byanyima. We know she's
I
the
wish all women
executive
would fight for their
director.
men like her.
Very powerful woman. United Nations program on HIV/AIDS. She did come to visit her husband. And by the way, let's just start off with Besije and Mukaku today
Yes.
are in High Court. Remember, their case was before the Chief Magistrate's Court, Buganda Magistrate's Court, and they denied them bail. They
Yes.
sought bail, they
Yes.
denied them, sent them back to Zzina Upper, and that's where they have been. So today they appear in court, High Court this time,
Yes.
and they are seeking bail. We are waiting to see how that plays out, if High Court will grant them bail.
But the woman is asking,
after
a
Magistrate's
very
Court.
powerful woman in the world.
Yes.
Ugandan is asking, is asking the government of Uganda. Can you imagine? Imagine if my woman was asking the government of Uganda where I am. Hey!
She says the man looks okay. She actually went and visited him. She's
Yeah.
saying he's looking okay. He's actually in Murchison Bay. And she's saying he's looking okay. But the problem is why? Because his case is bailable. Like, why is he still in custody
And
till now?
Here's how she asked the question.
Eh.
Government should explain why my partner
Yeah.
is in prison.
But that is...
Power. The power of a woman.
hey.
You
So-
ask the government. Some of us here, we get arrested and they can't even ask the neighbor.
Hey.
The woman asks the government, why is my partner in jail?
Yeah, but now the case, it's a court case, and it is. I think she's pointing. She's
Yeah.
not being clear in her questioning. Like, who is she directly asking?
The government of Uganda.
No, but it's not the government of Uganda. Judiciary is an independent
Do you
arm
believe?
of the
Do
government.
you believe she's gonna get a response or not?
No, and the response doesn't come
This
from
is
the
Winnie
government.
Byanyima.
She's not. It's not President Museveni to come out and
Bajakwe
say
Sotinga, regardless
why
of who
is no.
someone will
we don't
respond.
expect the president to come out and ask why is Besige still in custody. We don't expect the prime minister or the vice president to come out. It is within the judicial circles that we expect a response. Yeah.
Regardless, we shall get a response. The
So
judiciary
I
is
think
part.
today,
The
given that
judiciary.
appeared in High Court, he will get bail.
The judiciary is part of the 5 arms of the government. So she's asking.
3 arms.
Yeah.
Yes, judiciary, legislature, judiciary, and executive.
Nga nagwa nnyo. Kati oba endala ebbiri mbadde nzijjeewa. But anyhow, guys,
Yeah.
that's what's happening in the country. And of course, as we conclude, it's been indicated that over 7 million Ugandans are evading taxes, according to the Uganda
Yeah.
Revenue Authority.
Yes, Uganda Revenue Authority is saying that they are realizing that there's a number of people that are missing to pay taxes. Yet, if everybody was paying taxes and not dodging them, then I think the system would be better. The country would be better. There would be more money appropriated for things and all that. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Traders and undeclared unemployment dominated our economy, or still dominate our economy. Our tax register has about 2.4 taxpayers out of the population of 45 million. There are over 7 million people engaged in income generating activities, but many are not contributing to the tax basket. Realizing the new revenue target is a collective effort: tax education, service, and communication. We have developed and rolled out a full tax education and improved service delivery strategy to promote.
Yeah. So we have,
Mbukati
well,
tuba-
imagine out of 45 million, you only have 2.4 million who are paying taxes.
kati mbu tuba tubayiseeko nnyo bo economy tebagiraba.
Nedda, it is also not fair for
I know.
2.4 million people to be
the one catering
holding
for
the whole nation.
exactly the
Yeah,
entire economy. So
exactly.
whose problem is it?
I think partly it's the URA problem
Exactly.
because
They
there's
need to
not
up their
much
game.
sensitization
Exactly.
on taxes.
They need to up
People-
their game. They
yeah.
need to. But then I want this
And also-
country to go back in the times when. Do you remember when you used to pay that muscle where they used to chase people from Matoke?
Yeah.
Never could do something. Never could Bitoke. That was like tax that was paid by our parents and our grandparents. Eh?
Yeah.
Like a head tax, like you have to pay for being a Ugandan and being. Ay, Bambi. Can you imagine?
Complicated. Yeah,
I don't want to have scenarios where now, Pamela, you're seated here.
and
maybe
they come for me.
That
I see.
cannot happen again, but maybe we'll
No.
look at business. Ko kwasaganya.
Yeah.
Oba waliwo, emisolo gy'otaasasudde.
Yes.
Ne bakutwala in charge.
Man, can be bad.
As we're concluding this bulletin, guys, do feel free to drop your comments on our YouTube, Galaxy FM/TV. There's a councillor that has been arrested for attempting to assault a minister.
Yeah, there was a meeting. This is the council of Chikube. He's the LC5 councillor for Chikube district. So there was a meeting that was organized by the minister, state minister for, I think it's state minister for works. Yeah, there was a meeting that was organized by, not state minister for
Yes,
works.
yes.
And, let me get that statement clear. It was the state minister, yes, for works and transport,
Okay.
Fred Biamakama. So it was yesterday, so this meeting was called, and Cows Parish Development Model, parish chiefs and other people who are concerned with this parish development model were missing from the meeting. So the minister halted the meeting and he said, I want everyone involved, from the LC5 to the councillors to the local people. I want them involved in this meeting. So the meeting was halted and the RDC ordered for these people all to come for the meeting. So when these people came for the meeting, there were allegations from the RDC that people are getting money from people to form circles. That they're demanding, if you come up with your circle, they demand you between 20,000 to 50,000 shillings to get this, to get into the circle that will enable you get money from PDM. This did not go down well with the LC5.
Okay.
The LC5 who got up and got up in arms against the minister, because the minister said this is wrong. These people who are taking money from people to form groups should be arrested. So this man Nestroy Tumwesije got up. Yes, he's actually Changwali sub-county LC5 chairperson. He got up.
His father should have been a staunch Manchester United fan way back, Nestroy.
He got annoyed and
he's the
started,
first Ugandan I've had called Nestroy.
He said, you are not taking any parish chiefs anywhere. You're not taking anyone because of such allegations. So he stood up to the minister.
He Rude Van Nestroyed
and
him.
started. So in the process, he almost hit him, almost assaulted him while he was trying to tell him, you're not taking these people anywhere. And that's how police went into
Almost,
action.
but didn't.
No, almost.
Almost.
Until he was stopped by the minister's
But
security
almost is not.
team.
Almost is not. Eh?
Yeah, but still, if you
almost
attempt,
is not.
no, there's what we call attempted assault. When you're so close to hitting someone, but you are stopped by people. You want to start a fight, but his security team comes and stops you. So it's not assault, but it's attempted assault on the
So he's
minister.
been arrested.
Yes.
But one of these days, our ministers feel like, they are.
No, but according to this story, I think the minister was making sense out of it.
This is Galaxy, guys. We have to bounce. Pamela will be back here later on in the day when we need
The
to
father.
squeeze.
Let's just talk briefly about the father.
Oh yeah, there's a father who is responsible for the death of a 3-year-old and is a stepdad to this child.
Yeah, from Katabi. He's called the man. The man is called, the mother actually is called Nalugala Mwaguru. So she left her 3-year-old son, he's called Simon Onyait, with the stepfather and went out to do her business. So by the time she returned, she found Onyait was not at home. So the father, I think, was also not aware that this child was missing somehow. So they started a search for the bodies for the boy. They realized they found the body in one of the rooms in an unfinished building, and it had been stabbed. The kid had been stabbed several times, and he was dead. And this unfinished building is occupied by a certain man called Kasauli. So that is how they arrested the woman. Reported the matter to police. They arrested the stepfather and this Kasauli, whose room the child was found in.
God, Jesus.
Yeah.
This is Galaxy. That's all the time we had for you, and that's what's happening in the country. You can drop your comments as usual. 0707102102. This is the mid-morning.
This is the mid-morning to Kone Ku 100.2 Galaxy FM. Zzina.
Hey, Russian.